All
no,
right,
I'm
let's
not.
get going because I gotta start.
I gotta go. I gotta go.
Oh, you have
Sorry.
to go too. I'm very busy. I need to leave right now.
Go.
I'm very busy.
All right, you ready? Who's going? I am. Never mind.
Costco first.
Yep. Here we go. Nobody wants to drink anything? No one?
I have water today. Water.
Forman. Well,
Sorry.
Forman, did that make a noise?
Not yet.
I have water today.
Yeah.
Okay, enjoy.
I already had a ginger ale, so I felt like one carbonated beverage.
That's enough? That's enough.
Probably enough.
Well, here we go. We're working hard today.
At least I've got a Canadian can, I'll tell you that, because
Good.
the standard for craft beer is those tall cans, and apparently, from what I hear on the news incessantly, is that no one in Canada makes that size of can.
Yes, I've heard that also.
No, they don't.
They make the normal ones, though.
They make the small ones. That's right. This is due to underwhelming demand. We're Dave, Rachel, and Forman, by the way. The podcast, this is the podcast that's like golf around here so far this spring, just, not happening. Yeah, it's us.
I signed up for my ladies golf league.
Oh, I was about to say it's like Rachel's whole summer. It's not happening.
It is happening because we've signed up.
Okay. On the podcast today, Rachel will tell us that she has apparently broken Alex Ovechkin's scoring record. Can't wait.
Like it's hard. Come on.
I know that's a lot of goals, Rachel, since the last time we talked.
Yeah.
Forman Scott, when you're away for the day, do you still do all your parenting tasks for him? I can't wait.
Oh my God.
As if he's entirely incapable.
You're in trouble. You are in trouble.
Okay.
And I would like to begin today's episode by discussing a recent trip to Costco, which Forman also
Boy,
did.
what fun.
Well, hot dog.
Boy, what fun.
What a
Costco hot
treat.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
$1.50 worth of fun.
Yeah, who is... By the way, I was there on... what day were we there? I think Saturday?
Of course.
Like,
Was it 2 p.m. on a Saturday or
Was it
Sunday?
Saturday morning?
No, it was like 9:10.
Yeah,
we were
he goes in
done.
the mornings.
9:10, and there's some guy wolfing down a hot dog. I'm
Of
like,
course.
Really? A
When
hot
in
dog?
Rome.
I've actually
It's 9:10?
never bought lunch or any food from Costco like that, like at the
not
cafeteria.
me either. I've never
Me
had
either.
lunch
But
there,
it's always
people
very
do.
busy.
People do. I will preface this by saying my daughter works at McDonald's and is as we record this, is at McDonald's right now,
Okay.
which is pure hell, she says. It's pure hell.
Really?
Because
The job is, or just like right now?
No, it's so busy.
Oh.
So crazy busy.
All the time?
It's like
lately?
She's working extra hours.
Oh.
No, only since the Minecraft movie came out.
Okay, so like a
Because-
week?
So they have but it's been, because they have a
2 weeks now, yeah.
They have a Minecraft meal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And in the I don't know what's in the meal, and I don't care. And I think you get
Toys?
you get a collectible, right?
Right.
You get a collectible. But the key thing is we were trying to understand, what is it? Like families, kids? No. It's not families and kids.
No.
It's young guys, mostly,
Oh.
and a lot of young women, because they also, along with their collectible, get a skin. Do you know what a skin is?
No.
To use on your character
Yes.
in Minecraft when
In
you're
Minecraft.
playing.
Oh.
When you play Minecraft, you have
okay.
characters.
I don't know if my daughter knows that because she's got a McDonald's meal last week, and on the fries it had we didn't get the Minecraft meal though. She kept the fry box because it had some Minecraft thing on it. I don't know.
Well, it might be a skin. Hang on to it. People
Well, we
want
didn't
it.
get the toy.
People
But
want
I've seen people selling the collectibles already on like
Yeah, it's
Facebook
crazy busy.
Marketplace.
It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's
For like
crazy.
$7. Who cares
crazy.
that much? What is it?
Anyway, so
Okay.
they're after skins, and I can tell you there's a game that that someone told us about years ago, Rachel. I'm still playing it on my iPad called Temple Run.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I have all
playing
these
that thing?
characters.
Wow, that was
Yeah,
like 12
really?
years ago.
Yeah, I
or
still
more.
play that. I still
Dave,
play that.
you playing Temple Run is like me saying I'll still play a trivia crack.
Trivia crack. Oh
I
my
know.
gosh.
I still play. But I get that when you get new skins, that's a big deal.
Yes.
When you get a new skin, it's a big deal. It's a new. It's a different outfit for one of your characters.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a new skin is a big deal, and if McDonald's is offering a skin or 2 or 3 that you can't get
Anywhere else?
say playing the game,
Sure.
then you're going to be in line.
Oh, okay.
Right?
All right.
You're going to be in line. And,
So
and,
this is-
and maybe you get the same skin once, but you want the different skin, so you keep getting in line. Does that make sense?
Right. Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Anyway.
So you have to buy the meal again to get the skin? You get a new one
I
each
have
time?
no idea. I don't know. I don't play Minecraft.
We're going to be going to McDonald's soon, so I need to know the details so my daughter can
setting
get...
up my visit to Costco.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Because I went to Costco on a Friday 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, and I got there as usual at about 8:55 because I know they open early, and so I go in. I have a list. I know exactly what I'm getting. I go in. I get out. And on a Friday at 8:55, I can be in and out of there no time. I mean, honestly, it could be like 5 minutes, and I got my full cart, and I go through the self-checkout, and I'm done.
Still
Good.
sounds like an absolute nightmare. I don't
Well,
care.
it's not. It doesn't bother me because
Costco
I know
is
where I'm
like a
going.
necessary evil, I feel
I know where I'm going. I know what I need. Anyway, so I pull into the parking lot. I go into my usual spot. The parking lot's a little busier than normal. And then I look, and there's a lineup. And I go, well, I don't line up at Costco. I refuse. The
Just
only
wait in your
time I
car?
lined up at Costco was during COVID. I'm not
COVID,
doing
yeah.
that again. I refuse.
Right.
So they're lined up. And the lineup's going in, the lineup's going in. So I just sit in my car and I listen to some music, and I'm looking and I look and I go, gee, that lineup still seems the same. Oh, maybe it's a little less now. It's been 5 minutes, which is odd because it was open when I got there. So I get out of the truck and I start walking, black truck, by the way, and I start walking to the door at Costco. And people keep coming and they keep getting carts. And then I get into the, like the area before you get you get into the front doors, but you're in the cement area before you get into
like the foyer
the real
of
place.
Costco.
And there's all
the cattle
kinds-
corral.
Or if you're American, it's foyer, because we do
the
have some
foyer.
Americans listening.
Sure. Okay.
Right.
So anyway, there's all kinds of people in there. And then I look at all these people coming out, and everybody coming out has the same thing in their cart. So I go, what is that? It's like a box. It's this big. And I look on the side, and I'm like, what is that, Pokemon? What is that?
Okay. Yes, I've heard those are big. It's a big deal there.
I had not heard that. However, so now I'm in this line, and then you watch people come out of the line with their cart with Pokemon. So they only have 2 boxes. And they come out, and they push their cart to somebody who's waiting, and then they get back. One lady got back in line in front of me, and I thought, well, that's not right.
Oh,
And I don't
oh
know
no,
who you
lady.
are.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But then I heard a lady in the line beside me say, that's what they're all lined up for. Are you aware of the Pokemon thing?
Is it
it
Pokemon cards that they're
It's
selling?
cards.
And
Is
the-
it a game or is
No,
it
it's
just
cards.
It's cards?
Pokemon cards are a game, I think.
Well, yeah, it is a game. I had to
don't
look
know
it
how to
up.
play it.
I had no idea
Because
what
we're all
Pokemon-
old, guys. We
Right.
don't know how to play it. But people
No,
are
this is-
reselling them. And I think I read somewhere that they were buying them cheap at Costco and reselling them. Like some guy was reselling them at his store, his cart, like his comic book
Yeah,
store or something
sure,
like that.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, there have been fist fights for
I've
these
heard
cards.
that. Yes.
Fist fights.
Yeah.
So Costco is quite strict. So when you walk in, now I'm at the...
Oh, they're quite strict. No fighting.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, they're strict now where they
You're
go,
only allowed
you
2.
you get 2 and that's it because
Yeah.
that's what the fights were about.
Right.
So when you walk in at my Costco, you walk along a line of maybe stuff that's on sale, maybe it isn't. There's a couple of deals. And then you kind of turn, and here are the Pokemon people. And they're standing there, and that's all they're doing, handing these $65 for what looked to me like 2 packs, maybe 3, and someone can correct me, of Pokemon cards. And I thought, well, I need to text my wife. what am I in here for?
Right.
Like, what's going
Not
on?
Pokemon cards.
Ask somebody at work what's
Right.
what's the
She'll
deal.
find somebody.
She didn't care. There's people, like there are kids. So there are what I would consider nerdy kids who would want a Pokemon card.
Yeah.
Or several cards. And then there are the older people that just keep circling around and going back for more. And I assume they're just trying to make a buck.
I think so.
I assume.
Yeah. I think so.
I assume. So I looked up, and if you're into Pokemon, please excuse me because I don't know. But I looked it up. You're right, Rachel. It started as a card game. And then apparently over time, people got out of playing the Pokemon card game, but they had their Pokemon cards. And then influencers on social media, TikTok or Instagram, wherever, started showing, oh, look at my Pokemon cards. And this one's a rare one. I don't know what it's worth. And then people started getting into them again to the point where they fist fight.
Yeah. Here's a headline.
I don't know. We
from
have
the Brantford
Expositor.
Expositor.
Yeah.
That's a tough name.
It is.
But it's a good headline. Pokemon brawl outside Brantford Costco. Gotta punch 'em all.
This is what I'm
I like
saying.
that.
I
like
wish
that.
I'd stayed.
That's clever.
I really wish I'd stayed. To
I
see
think
if
my
there
friend
was
works for the Brantford Expositor, actually.
Yeah.
He would write something.
And the reason
he would
for the
write
punching,
something clever like that.
Yes.
the reason for the punching is in the article. Brandon, the owner of Dark Crystal Cards on Broadway Street in Paris, said that months ago you could buy these packs of cards at Costco for about $60, but resell them for $150. Now the same box in his store will go for $200.
Oh, wow.
But he has to pay for close to that just to bring it in.
Oh.
Wow.
So he's
Well, they were $65.
getting them at Costco.
$64.99. I remember thinking
For people to sell them for $200 later.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, they're really going to hate this because, I don't know, years ago, McDonald's or somebody was giving Pokemon cards in Happy Meals. So we have a ton of them. And then I would find them all over the house, and I would just throw them in the garbage.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
too.
I don't
It's
know if
just
these are rare.
straight
I don't
up
know
trash.
what these are, but they're paper cards and they're going in the garbage. And then I think finally Julia collected them and put them somewhere in her room because I was like, if you want these, you got to find them and pick them up because they're everywhere.
This
So
is why
in the garbage they go.
This is why you're still working, Rachel.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't have any Pokemons to sell.
This is Due to Underwhelming Demand. It's Dave, Rachel, and Forman. This is the podcast that's like discovering your chocolate Easter bunny is hollow. Still good, but somehow always disappointing.
I was going to say a real bummer.
Yeah. That's right. A real bummer would be a good name for this podcast.
I was
Yeah.
Great, another great
real
name.
bummer.
Another one we skipped.
Yeah. Another one
That would have worked.
we passed
Another
on.
one we passed on.
Well, you know what else was a real bummer is that,
that was too easy.
yeah.
That was
Well,
way
I set
too
myself
easy.
up for that, so
Yeah.
good for me.
She hasn't finished that thought
That's
yet.
thinking ahead. A real bummer was that Alex Ovechkin beat me just barely by a hair in the goals scored in the NHL.
So you, what does he
Yeah.
have for him? An 890?
4. So you have 893 NHL goals, do you?
Yeah,
Do you?
me and Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
you?
almost, guys. I mean, I'm up there. I've just finished, because your girl, the athlete, just finished her hockey season. We did 10 weeks of learn to play hockey.
did, or are you sure, Rachel, you did 10
I
weeks?
did about 8 weeks.
Okay, fine, thank you.
But,
Just wanted to clear that up.
892 goals in that time is pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So-
How many goals, really?
None for me, actually. I didn't.
How many shots?
No. None. Not really any shots. I know. Did I have one the last game? Maybe. Like
Is
I
that
got
the-
closer
is
to
that-
the net in the last
Is that the end
scrimmage.
of this? Is that the end of this segment, or is there something that
No.
you could give us
I
that we
don't.
can cling to for your next
Well,
season?
So they're already planning the next season.
Are you
and
planning to be a part of it?
I'm not sure. I really...
Have you already sold all your equipment?
No, not yet. It needs to be washed.
That's a good
We had
plan.
to hand in our jerseys, and so that we had to hand those back, for next year.
Oh, you don't
right?
get to keep those?
No, we don't get to keep them. No.
Does it have your name on the back?
No, it doesn't. No, they're just numbers. But then
what
we
was your
joked,
number?
we should sell these on OnlyFans so that we can pay for our ice time
What was your number?
next year.
What was your number?
17. I was 17.
Sell them on OnlyFans with what sales pitch exactly?
Used women's hockey jerseys. People are freaks, Forman. I don't
Okay.
know.
But like this
I'm
isn't
pretty
orange is
sure-
the new black. That's not
Look.
underwear from inmates.
Oh, did they
Yeah.
do that?
Look,
I didn't
Forman,
watch that show.
Let's not go down that
Jeez.
road because I'm pretty sure that if you were to, stick, used women's hockey jerseys anywhere, whether I don't care where that would be, someone
Yeah.
actually many ones would buy.
People
buy
are
them.
freaks. They're freaks. They're weird. Some creep would buy them, and then
I
we
didn't
could
really-
pay for our ice time.
but
But,
I-
we're not. Alas, we
Okay.
are washing them and reusing them next
That's
year.
a good
so.
plan. Thank
Yeah,
you. I'm
not
glad we
happening.
didn't go down that road. I feared we were going. We're headed there.
So next year, so they're already planning next year. So then, of course, this was our last hurrah. We're taking pictures. We got a group shot. We got. We were having fun, right? People brought their drinks and we're in the change room. So afterwards, we're all just chatting and they've already been approached. High-fiving. What a great season. We've all improved. It's so good. And we're talking about next year and they've been approached, the organizers. Are you going to book ice time? Because you got to book
Sure.
it soon for next year. Because we have very limited times available.
This is Canada. People need that ice time.
Absolutely. And we're mostly losing it to the Minor Hockey Association and the Skating Association. So, skating people.
So people that really
it will
need
be,
it.
Friday at 9 p.m. again. Yeah, people who need it. Well, we need it. We're not very...
When the children don't want it.
When the children don't want it at
They're
9
busy-
p.m.
9 p.m. on a Friday,
Yeah.
all hockey children are busy terrorizing a hotel hallway somewhere.
Yeah.
I would
Absolutely
think so, yes.
they are.
I would
Which
think
is why half our team's missing because they're with them. They're children. Yeah. Anyway, so everybody's like, who's coming back next year? And I didn't put my hand up. And they were like, Rachel. I said,
Shame.
I don't know.
Shame.
I did not love it, to be honest with you.
Why?
You said you were starting to love it.
You said you loved it.
I'm like starting to not hate it. Yeah, it was fun. Like the social part of it is fun. I enjoy that part. I enjoy being in the dressing room with all the girls. Like that's the
you
fun
enjoy
part.
being in the... I have never been in a hockey dressing room that I can honestly say I enjoyed.
What? Really?
Well, because they stink.
Well, we're all okay.
Everyone's sweaty.
I haven't
People
been
have
in a
the-
men's one,
Go-
so I don't
you
know.
know,
Well, yes,
people-
we're all sweaty
People are
after.
disrobing that no one needs to see. Like it's
Well,
just
most
not
of us
fun.
shower, and actually nobody showers there. We all kind of just put our coats on and go home.
The
and shower.
guys that wanted to buy your used jerseys wanted to know that, Charlotte.
Rachel.
Charlotte. Charlotte.
Yeah, we're-
please, she just walked in. That's
Oh,
why I
did
just
you?
heard her.
So anyways, I'm not 100% in for next year because I really at the very beginning I did not like it. As you know, I was almost crying out there on the ice for the first 2-3 weeks because it was so painful. My feet hurt so badly. I was using all of my muscles to hold myself upright. Like it was hard. It was really hard. And I wanted to quit. And if I hadn't talked about it on this podcast, I probably would have.
I get it. Okay.
And not come back. And I don't care how much money I spent or whatever. But I also decided I am in this for personal growth. I am in this to develop some kind of better skills.
Sure.
I never need to be good at hockey. Although, matching Ovechkin's record is
That would be nice.
that would be nice.
It's something
right?
it's something for you to shoot
Something to aspire to.
I think that's an
Exactly.
unhealthy thing to shoot for, actually.
Well, it
Yeah,
might be.
really.
It might be a little bit.
You
Right.
need to shoot for anything. Just shoot for the sake of getting
Shoot
a
for
shot.
one goal.
Yes.
Or a shot on goal. Yeah,
A
that's
shot.
right. That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, I still don't even know the rules to hockey. I know some. They explained offside one week, but I don't remember. And we don't have refs or anything. Like, we have our coaches are out there. And then they'll be like, offside, and we all just ignore them and keep playing.
Isn't Jeremy a hockey ref?
Yeah. He could.
Do you want me to ask a follow-up question, or you understand?
No, he does not want to do that. He does not want to be out there with us. Yes,
I think
I'm
I would
sure.
like that.
No,
I
would
enjoy
actually
that.
really hate it. I would not want him there. He came to the last practice and our last game. And I said, you got to get some videos and pictures of me, which he did, but they're not great.
With his play-by-play.
Yeah, he didn't do play-by-play. No, but he didn't want to go. He's like, I don't even want to be here. I'm
Now-
like, why?
The exact reason why you had to stick with it, because you talked about it here. Now you have to go back next year to get that play-by-play from
Yeah.
That's right. We
Yeah.
need that.
Well, we know some pretty great play-by-play broadcasters in the city, so I wonder if they might be interested.
No. I don't care
You
what
think
Stubbs
Jeremy
has to
should go?
say. I want to hear what Jeremy has to say.
He's like, well, you
to
looked
do
a
that.
little more confident. He's like, but we left right after you plowed over Joanna and knocked her down. And I said, oh,
How'd you do that?
well, I knocked into her and then she fell over. And
So you body checked someone.
well, I didn't,
That's
not on
important,
purpose. Not on purpose.
I'm guessing it was
Into the
more
boards?
more
Into the
for the
boards?
reason that you didn't know Joanna was there.
Yeah, I didn't really know Joanna was there. I kind of turned and I can't turn left. I have to turn right. So if the puck is to my left, I have to do a full circle so that I can get to it. And so I turned and she was there and I knocked her over. And then I tried to help her up and then she's like, no, I got it myself. And I said, okay, sorry about that, Joanna.
You wouldn't be expecting it because the puck's in the opposite direction.
Right, the play continued regardless
Wow.
of us stopping.
Well, that's great that you had your
Right
first
there.
body check.
I
That's
did, yeah. I body checked somebody
Bing,
by
bing.
accident, and she's very kind. And it wasn't on purpose. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's okay. So I have not committed yet to next year. They want me to do it. However, I am very easily peer pressured, so I could probably. I probably do it again, but they want to do it for a full season. It won't just be 10 weeks. And then they said, well, maybe we have 4 teams instead of 2 because there were girls that wanted to sign up
and then play against each
and
other.
couldn't. Yeah, but then you're going to have one game at 9 p.m. and one at 10. Like, oh my God, I don't want to go at 10 p.m.
Yes, absolutely.
No,
Please,
that's
you
way too
listening,
late. I
have
want
to
get
do this.
in on this peer pressure campaign.
We are
No.
Write
on.
us,
You
I don't know.
comment,
You have
voice
to keep
messages, whatever it takes.
playing. We
Yeah, it's
want
okay.
you to keep playing.
Yes.
Well,
Please
anyway,
don't stop.
We'll see.
Please
We'll
don't
see.
stop.
I'm still.
More
I,
videos.
I feel like my take on hockey is I've gotten better. I finished. I completed what I set out to do. I got a little bit better. My feet still hurt when I'm out there, but apparently so do everybody's because they were all saying that, except the girls who just gracefully, get off the bench. Like they just step on the ice and just float away. Like me
Yeah.
coming on and off the ice is like it's like a
It's a
stumbling
production.
out of an RV or something.
It's
like
a production.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay.
Takes me.
Well, we really want you to play next year.
I know. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we'll see.
More
see.
women, more teams. September to May. Let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
Oh no.
Yes.
September to May.
September
That's
to
too
May.
long.
We're in.
The ice is out in April. We're done.
This is due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast that's made with love.
Oh.
Because we love doing it. And I know this. Because I know we're not in it for the money.
That's true.
Am I right?
Yeah. There's money?
No. There's
Exactly.
no money. But if
Which
you would like
leads-
to give us some
Yes,
money,
which leads us to the next part of this podcast.
we'll take it.
Yeah. Yes.
We need some sponsors.
Yes. We'll gladly attempt to cover our costs.
Yes, if you'll help us.
If you'll help us. Yes, we have sponsorship starting at $75 per episode. You can find out more at underwhelming.ca or you can email us, daverachelforman@gmail.com. I can send you the full pricing list. We're
If
very
you know
generous.
somebody you
We are
think
very
will- yeah, if you
open
know-
with our information. And actually, podcasting is a great place to advertise because listeners are far more engaged than they are with other forms of media, and they follow up more with sponsors on podcasts rather than other forms of media. So you can look up those stats if you like. That's true.
Despite what you hear on this particular podcast, podcasts are the future.
They are.
Even though it doesn't sound like it right now, but they are. So if you'd like to, yes, please go to our website or daverachelforman@gmail.com.
Okay.
This one might not be the future.
No.
Oh,
This
one?
podcast.
This
I see.
podcast might
No,
not
it
be.
might
Yeah.
not be the future.
Well, it's
No.
underwhelming,
Yes.
Sure.
As advertised.
We like how I get out of the booth or get out of the, the box in hockey. The hockey, I stumble out and almost fall on it. It's like stumble. That's how we enter the world, this podcast. Here we are.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah.
That's us.
Well, my wife actually had to get out of the house really early this morning.
Uh-huh.
Well, that was
All right,
a
I'll
good
give you
setup.
that
You're
one.
welcome.
You lost me there, but sure, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it. All
It's
right.
very straightforward.
Lose me.
Yeah,
I
it was
thought,
pretty good.
I thought
It was
I gave
pretty
you a
good.
nice setup, so you're welcome.
It was
Thank
pretty
you.
good. It was
Ding
pretty
for
good.
Rachel.
Yes.
You got a couple of dings earlier. I'm not
Okay.
giving you any more.
Oh, fine.
You know I add in the dings in the correct places
That's true.
afterwards, right?
Yeah,
you're
So
right.
whatever
You're
you're
right.
doing over there with your little
I
bell,
know.
good for you.
I know.
That's neat.
I know.
Neat.
Thank you.
Yeah, she had to get out early, and she just like a one-off day going to work in Toronto. So at the time that the kids usually wake up, which is 7, she's out, like going out the door saying, bye, love you, gone.
Gone.
And yet still, and love her so much, and appreciate everything she does, still had all their lunches done up,
Oh.
and breakfast on the table.
Wow.
All the usual morning tasks were done and ready to go.
Wow.
And she was out the door at 7.
At 7.
What's the problem?
Yeah.
What-
And the bus
what-
doesn't come till 8:30.
Should I hand you a shovel?
There's no problem.
There is
Rachel.
no problem.
Dig
There's
your
no
hole
prob-
here? What's
No,
the
there's
issue?
no problem. There's
There's
no
no problem.
Could- Please
Okay.
wait. I'm curious as to what the issue is too.
Uh-huh.
But I need a little bit more background. How early would she have gotten? You know what time she got up and all that stuff.
Oh,
Are you
it was-
aware, or were you?
It was
out of
before
it?
6.
Yeah, I would think to get out the door. Yeah, I would
if you're
say
gonna have a shower
reasonably
and do your
by-
hair and do your makeup and all
Sure,
that stuff, yeah, yeah.
absolutely,
Oh, yeah.
and do all of that stuff. Yes,
So
And
she
boy,
was
did
out the
she-
door at 7.
Yes.
on her
Okay.
way to Toronto. Big long day in Toronto. Big
Still-
busy, long,
Sure, yeah.
harrowing, tough day in Toronto.
Important businesswoman
Business
stuff.
day in Toronto.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Far more important than what I dick around
Yes.
with.
Well, you're on the radio. That's not
Yeah.
important.
True.
Ever. It's never been important.
Fair enough.
However, one might assume that I would be able to handle cereal goes in bowl, right?
Yes. You should.
And yet she still did it for me, and I love her and appreciate it so much.
Oh, okay. So you believe that's very
I'm
good.
sorry. She
That's-
just poured cereal into the bowls and just left
Well, no,
dry
and there's,
cereal
like,
out for the kids?
Oh, Emily has cereal. Harley has a bagel and
Okay.
and yogurt and whatever. They eat the same thing every day.
Right.
It's just the point is that she did it, and which again is so great.
But you know how to do this.
But I know
We
what
love
they
you so much, Ashley.
need.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And why does she think I'm that useless?
Okay. Well,
I mean, she
Have
is
you-
in the next room and can probably hear this. And the issue is fuming right now, or when she hears this back. It'll
yeah,
be-
I think
Yes.
I agree with you. There seems to be, I would be in the same situation if I'm in your shoes
Yeah, but that's
and I
like
get
I can
up
see
and I
that
go,
with you.
whoa. I could have done that.
yeah.
Why did you do that?
Yes.
And what are you trying to tell me something?
Yes.
That I am incapable of doing that, or is this some nefarious way that you're? Whoops, hang on.
Now you're
Mike-
playing music.
I know.
This
I
is
hit-
why she does it for you.
Yes. No, hang on. I don't know why I'm playing music. Hang on. I hit the space bar.
Okay.
Better call in your tech support that you married.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry about
they
that.
produced the tech support.
Sorry about that. No, I believe that this is some sort of way of trying to tell you that either you can't do it or or I'm going to use this against you.
No, she doesn't need any other things to use against.
Like, that's what I think.
There's
Right.
more than enough.
That's true.
Like if you already
Because
have
when
the
Forman
ammunition,
talks about
why
this
do you,
stuff
why-
every so often,
Why do
there's
you-
enough times of that.
Oh yeah.
Why do you keep
Yeah.
putting ammo in the barn when it's full?
Sure.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I do. Okay, so I know Ashley, right? She's very organized. She always has been. And so perhaps she just wanted to get you organized. Like, do you think it was just a helpful gesture before she left? I don't know if there's anything nefarious about it.
I don't think there's any. She's not angry this evening, and
Okay.
when I brought up that whole "she made a sandwich for me, what's the deal" situation,
Right. Yes.
I've had several sandwiches made for me since.
oh wow.
Really? She hasn't gotten to that episode yet, then.
No,
Forman,
she
you're doing-
has.
Oh,
You
she
must be-
has.
And
You
was
must be-
warned by Karen, who is a fellow mom on the swim team, that
Okay.
she's not going to like that episode beforehand.
You must be
Karen,
doing something right,
Forman
Forman.
has said
I don't
so
know,
much
Forman.
shit about Ashley on the radio.
I take
that
it all back,
the
Forman.
sandwich is so piddly.
Right.
I take it all back, Forman. I think you must be the perfect husband.
Okay. All right.
That's what I've been trying to say this whole time.
No.
Well,
But
hang
I feel-
on a second, Rach.
Well-
If she's made him several lunches since, and he wondered why he got one, now she's getting the breakfast ready for the kids because the poor bugger's dead tired in bed,
Dead
sleeping
tired, yeah.
as I get up and I go to my very important business meeting. in
Businesswoman
Toronto.
job, yeah.
I will look
Somebody's
after-
got to keep this family
I
afloat.
gotta
Yeah.
keep this family going because the poor bugger's exhausted.
He's
Right.
just,
I've
yeah.
got to.
yeah.
I am going
Spends
to look
all
at-
day dicking around on the radio.
Plus, he's just the best husband ever.
Yeah. Spends every Wednesday with these two idiots.
Yeah.
You
There's
know.
an uneasy
Okay, well,
feeling
that's
about
different.
There's an uneasy
that.
feeling
Well, I
about
feel like, I don't know, like you feel like, the less you do contribute, the better your standing is somehow.
Does
No.
the saying? Are you waiting for the?
This,
are
I
you-
can tell you right now that if she's doing those things for you, great. And that could be lovely. She's doing
Sure.
it for all the right reasons.
Uh-huh.
But you have to step it up in any other area. Make more dinners.
Yeah, but I think
I
he's
don't
already
know.
doing it. I
Cut
think
the
he's
grass
already doing
more
it.
often.
He doesn't have to.
Whatever
He's
you
already-
need to do.
He's already doing it. She's giving
No,
him all of these
I
things.
can't I'm not home during dinner time when they all want to eat.
He's
I'm on the
working.
radio.
He's working.
I don't know. You'll have to find other ways, Foreman.
I know.
You cannot let this become
I think
unbalanced.
he's already doing it because he's
No.
getting treated.
If you let this become unbalanced for too long, you will be paying for that.
I'm telling you right now,
Yeah.
Foreman, I would stop talking about it on this podcast.
Well, I
first.
talked about it on the radio.
I wouldn't do that.
No,
I would
and
definitely stop doing that because
It could
I
be
don't
worse.
know. I don't know how you're getting this kind of treatment, but you need to.
There are guys getting better treatment.
Really?
There are guys getting better treatment than that.
Really?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not. It's not Jeremy.
No,
We
Can
all
tell
know
you that.
we knew
We
that.
all know that, Rachel. We've known that for years.
No, listen, there's a message from Kim who said, I'll get up 2 hours before I work every day to make sure I make my kids and my husband a fresh lunch.
Wow. Isn't that nice?
I have breakfast items always pre-cooked in the fridge for my kids to just microwave.
Wow.
Even if I don't need to work or have to leave early, this is a routine I don't change.
How about
Wow.
that?
Yeah. Melissa who listens to us here, she said, I have to make sure everything is done before leaving the house too. Just on Monday, I had to leave before the kids got on the bus, so I had lunches packed, backpacks packed, breakfast ready, toothbrushes ready, coats, boots. If I didn't, they never would have made it on the bus with anything.
What?
I told my husband, if I die, you're screwed.
Okay.
Wow. Well, that's a different-
That's very different from your situation,
Yeah, I think so,
Foreman,
'cause-
because you can do those things.
Right.
You
can.
do those things.
On
Now,
occasion.
I live
On
in a
occasion,
small
you say.
town, and I live with some very traditional families who have traditional gender roles. And, for instance, the mom always makes the lunches. The mom always does the cooking. And that is not happening at my house. I can tell you that. But I do all the gardening. I do outside stuff too.
You cut the grass.
Well, I snow blow. I don't cut the grass though. I don't cut the grass.
Snow blowing is gardening. I will take that.
Yeah.
I will take that any day. Please have at it.
Yeah, I do that.
So
we don't have traditional, but some people do. But that's not. It's not to say that we can't do the other things, and because you could do the other thing. The trick is finding out why Ashley is doing this.
Yeah. Have you ever heard the expression? Are you waiting for the other shoe to drop?
Yeah.
Can you text her, Rachel?
Well, I'm not getting involved in that. No.
Stay out of it.
It's all you.
I would say, Forman, keep doing what you're doing, because whatever it is,
what I'm doing is not a whole lot of anything.
It's working.
Nothing now.
It's working.
Just wait until you have to do 90% of everything.
That's
your day's coming, buddy.
Perfect husband. There he is, Forman. There it is. This is due to underwhelming demand. Boy, we're tired.
We're getting tired. It's late, guys.
It's an exhausting episode.
Yeah.
We're Dave, Rachel, and Forman. Don't forget, you can get a hold of us through our website, underwhelming.ca, through any of our social media platforms. We're everywhere. You can also email us, daverachelforman@gmail.com. And we love to hear from you. This is the point in the program where we actually get some of your feedback. So, do we have any?
Yes, this made me laugh. Jerry, she sent us a photo of King Charles.
Charles?
Yeah, King Charles playing Twinkle Twinkle on a carrot flute.
Oh, yeah, he joined the vegetable orchestra.
Oh, did he? Okay, so it's a flute made out of a carrot. It's kind of like a recorder,
I'm already
actually.
done. I can't even...
And she says, I hope mention of Charles and his meaty mitts makes the show again. I still laugh about it all these years later. Ham hands. Old ham hands. And it is so funny because he does have, he's playing this flute and he has big puffy ham hands.
Does he ever? He's got ham hands.
You get Charles and his carrot flute together with Don Cherry and his piano desk. I think you got it.
What about Donald Trump and his accordion? Because he goes like this with his
got the ham hands too.
Yeah,
they could put them all in a band. Yeah, that's so funny. That made me laugh out loud, Jerry. Thank you so much. I will share that photo.
Thank you.
So funny.
Yeah, Michelle sent us a picture of some beer in cans of beer. And said, I don't know if you guys remember, but years ago you were talking about places with weird names, and I sent you Balls Falls, an actual place that hosts the Balls Falls Festival in the fall.
Isn't that near Ottawa?
No, Niagara.
Oh,
yeah.
Niagara.
Yes, Balls Falls is over in the Niagara area.
Yes.
Okay.
And I was in a gas station today and saw a beer you all might be interested in. It is the Bench Brewing Balls Falls Session IPA. They have a Balls Falls beer.
Oh,
Balls Falls beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Balls.
Great. Cool. Okay, Dave Powery sent us a message saying, what's the name of the pie company?
Who named it Balls Falls?
I don't know.
By the way, whose idea was that?
I don't know.
Mr. Ball.
Remember there was the guy that had the, and they were going to name the arena after him, Harry Balls. The guy in... It was somewhere in Indiana. They were going to name an arena after him, and his name was Harry Balls. And they decided that maybe that was a bad idea.
Yeah,
anyway.
Really?
You think so? Yeah.
Harry Balls.
Poor Harry just wanted his name
Harry
on something,
Balls
but he doesn't
Memorials.
have an appropriate name.
Harry Balls Memorial Center. That's it. That's it.
Wah, wah. Okay, Dave Powery sent us a message saying, "What's the name of the pie company? Forman, the pies that your Forman pie."
Yeah, the Two Witches of Middlesex County Pie Company.
Two Witches of Middlesex County.
You can find them on Facebook, but if you go to the Arva Flour Mill, they're there.
Yeah.
So, but only till 3.
Yep,
Only
3 p.m. every day.
In the
Mill's
Red River
open till
Cafe.
5. Yeah. Red River Cafe open till 3. Yes.
Yeah.
Pie's good too. It's really good.
It is so good.
Yeah, really.
I haven't gotten up there yet.
gotta
It's
get them for
far
Easter.
from me. It's far. Oh, that's a good idea. I should go for Easter. I posted, this is going around lately, all the action figures. People are making AI action figures of themselves. So
Yes. The only ones I've seen,
yeah.
fucking radio shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Every radio show has
And
made the
us.
ChatGPT
I didn't know what it was, but thank
action
you for
figure.
doing it for us, Rachel. We look great.
Yeah,
and
we do.
us, yes. Franz says, is that supposed to be Dave? Yes. Actually, Dave's
It looks like Dave.
was one of the
Kind
best
of.
ones, to be honest with you. I had to do mine 3 times because it did not look like me at all.
Looks
and my kids.
exactly like you.
Do you think so? Oh,
Yes,
well, the
more than
the
I
one
look-
Well, the
posted-
final
I didn't
product,
think-
yes.
I
The
didn't
other
think,
2, my kids were like, "That doesn't look like you at all." I'm like,
I didn't
know.
think it
Foreman's
looked like
doesn't
you,
really
Forman,
look
or
like
I
him.
didn't think I looked the same either. But we sort of, like, I
I've
got
big,
whatever
like,
I
chiclet
got
teeth
the
on
picture.
mine. I don't have that normally.
I got the picture you took it from, so I looked at it and went, "Yeah, I remember wearing something similar to that." But I thought you looked identical, Rachel. I
Really?
did. Yes.
Well, the hair, not the face, though.
Yeah.
It's not my
Maybe
eyes are
not.
too close. Anyway,
Faces are a
Foreman's
bit
face
off.
doesn't look.
No, the
Exactly.
proportions
No,
on
mine.
everyone is always a little bit off too. Like the arms are a little bit short of the
Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
exactly. Yeah.
Anyway, that was fun. So he said, "Is that supposed to be Dave?" I said, "Yeah." Laura says, "Love these." Cheryl says, "Those are cool." Kim says, "Well done. Rachel needs a hockey stick." Yes, I do. That's true.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
I should have had a
Yep.
hockey stick on there. Anyway, that was, just a fun little thing to do. And
Yeah.
now ChatGPT has all of our information.
Forever. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
Thank you
awesome.
for the Spotify comment from Megan Clark, on our last episode about the frozen cat and such.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I don't know exactly which topic this was about, though, Megan. Her comment is simply this: Dave's high-pitched "What is that supposed to mean?" to Rachel is hilarious. Foreman gets squeaky often, but when Dave does
Yeah.
it, laugh out loud funny.
Okay. I didn't know.
As
that
I've always maintained, you get after me for being squeaky, but you do exactly the same thing.
No, I get squeaky. I do. I get squeaky. I do. Yeah. But it's mostly because Rachel says something that makes me get squeaky.
What is that supposed to
Same,
mean?
same with Foreman.
It's true.
It's always me that sets you off, guys.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
And then I personally got a message from Annie because
Okay.
if you check out the Dan and Marcy RFM Facebook page, you'll see me prancing around Woodstock in an Easter Bunny costume.
I did see that. Yes.
I haven't,
Was
but
it?
I'm
It
now
was a
going.
custom-made Easter bunny costume.
I haven't
wasn't it?
seen that, but I intend to now.
It was custom made just for me after because I don't know. The story is the material sat in a bag there for 6 years with the intention to make it into a costume, and still the intention remained someday it will be. And I said, "Yeah, right. That's never going to happen." And then I ended up wearing it because it did happen.
Okay,
so
and
it's your
so you
fault.
delivered candy.
Oh, I met the mayor of Woodstock. I delivered candy to Jerry Accioni. I
Oh,
sat at
good.
his desk, put my feet up on it.
Good. In a bunny costume.
Yeah, what a way to meet the mayor.
I hope he remembers you forever.
I think so.
I
He
think
won't
he
know what
might.
I really look like, but he knows what I look like in that.
I'm telling you, Foreman, you've done so many things where we stuck you in costumes from Christmas
Yeah.
trees to beavers to. I mean, when you look back at your wonderful radio career, what terrific memories.
What a f***ing waste of time.
You know, there are some people who love to dress up in costumes, but it's not as funny as when Foreman hates it and is forced to.
I was
Good
so sure
He
this
gets
costume was never
very
going to get made.
He gets very squeaky when he.
Yeah.
But Annie, in a reaction to that, seeing me in the bunny costume around Woodstock, Annie wrote to me and said, "Wait, what? You're back in Ontario?" Just this week.
Yeah.
Annie,
Like 2 years now, right, Foreman?
Annie,
Yes.
this is the reason we're not making any money from this podcast, Annie.
Yeah.
You need to tell someone.
Annie, please tell your friends about us. Preferably business owners who
Yes,
need to do
anyone.
some advertising
That's right.
and have a marketing budget that they need to spend.
Yes.
I had to send
It's
her
the new fiscal
episode.
now, and we will
Yeah.
take your money.
I had to send her episode 53, in which I explained where I reside.
Okay,
Wow.
perfect. Good job.
Well, some
Good
people
job.
are just finding us again,
Oh.
so that's
Thank you.
fine.
Tell
Please
everyone
tell
you
your
know,
friends.
Annie. Tell everyone.
We can only
appreciate
do
it.
so much, guys. We can only do so much.
Exactly. I thank you for listening. And I always recommend, if you are new to this podcast, start at episode 1, which you can now do again, thanks to Scott, who sent us a message to say, hey, I've been listening to all the old podcasts to try and get it caught up after finding out you had a podcast.
See?
Another new but old listener.
Yes.
And thank you, Scott,
Yes.
for doing that. I remember listening to you guys on BX93. I currently listen on Apple Podcasts and have found that your older episodes are disappearing. Currently, you can only go back as far as episode 20.
Uh-oh.
Would it be possible for you to renew the old episodes so they're all available good? Yes, I went through all the background nonsense to
fixed
figure
that.
out why
Foreman
that was
fixed it.
happening. And it's fixed.
Fixed.
Yes, it was a
all
settings
there.
issue.
Yeah.
But
Fine.
Forman
Just
fixed
set,
it.
we were only showing the newest 100. So now that we're on episode 120, you can go back to episode 1.
Perfect.
You're welcome.
Please do and tell your friends.